Hi Simmers, welcome back to my channel. This is Kendra Plays The Sims, and for today's video I'm just going to be continuing through Snowy Escape. So in the time that I haven't played, I've been doing a lot of things on the side. So as you can see, we have this little bitty puppy here. His name is Hunter, and I actually just adopted him. I don't know if you've watched 1 and 2, but I would go ahead and watch those because I talk about adopting a cat, but I ended up going with the dog instead. So this is Hunter, and that's who I adopted. I think he's so cute, and so he's a little puppy, so we're training him. But I'm also working on my snowboarding skills too. So I have reached a level 3 in snowboarding. So now I can do a little bit more tricks. I can go down more intense slopes. So that's what I intend to do for this video. So I actually also want to become a trailblazer. So that means I want to successfully reach the peak of Mount Komorebi, endure an injury, whatever that looks like, and perform high intensity skiing or snowboarding on a intermediate or expert slope. And as you can see, our dog just took a poop. So we're gonna throw that away. And then we're going to go back to tending to the slopes and stuff like that. So we'll train our dog up a little bit, get him adjusted, and then we will move on to the slopes and seeing if we can reach the peak of Mount Komorebi. I'm really excited for this actually. So let's go ahead and get started. Our Sim is actually using the bathroom, and once she's done with that, I'm going to have her come pick up Hunter and bring him in, and we're just going to play around with him a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and set him up for the night so he feels good, so we can go out to the slopes because that's what we want to do. So our Sim is just walking and walking and walking to pick up Hunter. Let's fast forward this a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have her put Hunter down in the living room. And my Sim, she really loves this dog. It's so sweet. We're going to turn on these lights. So turn on all lights. And as you can see, we got a little setup for our dog. We've got his food, his toys, and his little bed. And there's a bed upstairs too. So don't think that I'm making my dog just sleep downstairs. But he's a little puppy and he's cute. I think we need to do some dishes too because I haven't cleaned that up since forever ago. So let's just move that out of our Sim's way and into the sink. And as you can see, our dog is just, how cute is that? Playing with the little toy. So usually I have to call him to eat too because he won't eat for some reason. Maybe he doesn't get as hungry because he's a little doggy, but we're just going to have him eat a little something. And I think I might have our Sim go ahead and take a nap as well. So now we just got our Sim sleeping, and we're just gonna let her get a little energized before we have her head off to the slopes. But first, our little doggy, look how cute he is. We're gonna pet him a little bit, and we might call him to, she wanted to nap in her bed. She probably should nap a little bit in her bed. Let's have her go to sleep just until the night because she can still ski at night. Let's just have her sleep to like 8 or so. And we'll let little Hunter just kind of play around down here by himself. He usually entertains himself with the little ball and stuff like that. So we're just gonna let her sleep for a little while. So we're gonna change outfits. And we're going to have her change into her snowsuit and head off to the slopes. Okay, so we're here at the bathhouse, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm assuming that this outdoor spring is warm enough for us to be able to kind of go in even though it's cold. They've got it kind of set up in a certain way. But we're just going to go around and see what we can do in here. If there's anything to do, honestly. I really don't see that much. So there's like a couple of vending machines. Let's see. Change into swimwear. We'll do that. Or I think she already is. Okay, so we're just going to... Okay, she has to clean herself before she gets into the what is it called? In the hot spring. So now that she's cleaned off, now we can relax in the hot spring. So let's see what that gets us. Other people. I didn't realize there were other people in here. Okay, maybe we should socialize just a little bit. And let's discuss our interest. I'm not sure if we can do that while we're in a hot spring, but we're gonna try anyways. I'm not sure if people want to talk in the hot spring. Maybe that's not something we can do. Oh, okay, we can. So we're just socializing with the people at the hot spring, and she's getting a little hungry, so we might have her go into one of those vending machines. But we're gonna purchase hot food and drinks. So now that she's actually been in that hot spring, it makes her really confident. I don't know if that sim just illed us or what, but anyways, now she's feeling all confident. So all of her little moodlets are blue, which is good. So that might actually help too. Oh my gosh, she has hairy arms. This happens every gameplay. Okay, so we're gonna go for a BLT sandwich, and we're going to go into our inventory and we're going to eat. Okay, so we're gonna let her eat for a moment and enjoy her little slice of BLT sandwich. Looks like a pizza. But we're gonna let her enjoy this BLT and change her outfit. And let's change into her snow gear. And I think we're gonna have her do a little bit of climbing, not a whole lot. We really just wanna work on her skills. And then also just want to try to reach the top of Mountain Komorebi and really work on those snowboarding skills. So let's go ahead and head to the slopes. Okay, and we're here at the slopes, and we currently cannot use the high intensity currently because she has to reach a level skill of 4 first. So we have her on the slopes, but she can only go to low and medium intensity. So let's see what this looks like. Oh wow, this is definitely a sleeper. Oh, look at that. She can do all these little tricks and stuff. But this is definitely like this slope is a lot steeper than the other one we've been on. And it's a lot longer too. So we've got her doing this continuously. She's still kind of falling too at the end. But we're going to have her do this continuously, at least until she reaches a level 4. So she's going to keep running in and out of this little place and just doing that until her skill goes up. So she's reached level 4 and she can research snowboarding techniques. She can also do more intense something, all that kind of stuff. But she says snowboarding is great, the best. So she likes snowboarding and we're just going to keep it there. And we're not going to make her go into the slopes anymore. I think we're going to actually have her do some climbing. And it should be somewhere back here. I think it's a little steeper than it is on that main one. It says Naomi hasn't purchased any climbing gear yet. Purchasing climbing gear from any computer and wearing it before climb will greatly increase their chances. Okay, so her chance of a successful climb is medium. So I know this sounds bad, but this might be one of those ones where it's like endure an injury. That might be the time to do it. So we're going to attempt this climb and we're going to see what happens. And she might fall. And that's completely fine, but we just might have to go ahead and purchase some gear just to be on the safe side. That way we don't have our sim like falling and having an extreme injury. And he just attempted a respectful introduction, but obviously we're climbing. Can't pay attention right now. And I really hope that she doesn't fall flat on her back without any climbing gear. Ooh, she landed on her feet. Oh, she endured an injury. Okay, so let's see what this says. Battered and bruised from getting injured. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Naomi got hurt bad recently and are feeling a bit sorry for themselves. So I wonder how we can actually cure this, I wonder. Or if there's a way to do it, or I don't know. Maybe we should just go ahead and purchase some gear first before we continue on our climb. So let's go ahead and head home. So we really don't have that long before work anyways. We got work in 4 hours, so we might have to go ahead and do a little bit of cooking and stuff like that. And we also have to tend to Hunter. So we can't forget about the little dog at home. So we're just heading home to tend to our dog. So we are back home and it is rebate day, and I'm not sure if I'm going to participate, but we are going to look for Hunter and we're going to take him outside. So we're going to pick up and we're going to bring him outside just so he can potty and stuff like that. So we're going to ask to potty and we are going to grab, put in inventory, and I wonder if he can play catch outside. Yeah, he's not big enough to play fetch with yet. So we're just going to get to know and we're just going to cuddle him. And I saw the dog poop and pee. I'm going to get that in just a moment. So she's just talking to the dog, getting to know him. And we're going to see what we can do about this injury. And we're going to get some gear too. But not before we leave Hunter outside. So let's go pick him up. It's kind of hard, honestly, with this dog. I keep forgetting about him, honestly. So we just purchased our gear and we are off to work. So it's really her wrist that's hurting her. And we're just going to socialize with our coworkers for a little while, work hard, and we're getting a call from Iman. It said, remember when we talked about Courtney Seaman? We went on a very nice date. So in my last gameplay, a lot of people just kept calling me, but that just keeps happening. And I'm assuming it's going to in this gameplay too. So she's still at work and we're going to fast forward still. And we're going to take it easy. Let's just flirt with coworkers. We're going to do that. Why not? And socialize. Oh, and I was promoted to team mascot. So as you can see, she's been promoted. She'll make an additional $9 an hour for $28 an hour. And her bonus is $132 and new clothes. And I know she's kind of low on energy. So we might just have her take a nap before we send her back up to the slopes with her climbing gear and actually have her climb. So let's have her take a really quick nap before she heads out. And we might invite a sim just to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more spicy. So let's just become best friends with Ava at this point. That's so sweet. I think it's so cute in The Sims when they become best friends. I think it's the cutest thing ever. Just bestow some empathy because our sim is very generous. So let's head over to maybe the slopes now since we can actually go down. We're gonna go snowboarding one time. And I'm gonna do high intensity by myself because I'm not sure what her skill level is and I don't know what's gonna happen if I send her down that slope. And she is now at the top and we're gonna do a high intensity. So I'm really trying to see what this is. She's definitely going a lot faster. Ooh, and she's doing these amazing tricks. Oh my gosh, look at her sim. So she's definitely getting a lot better with her skiing and with her snowboarding. We might have her work on her skiing a little bit more. Ooh, and as you can see now, she doesn't fall off. So that's amazing. So we've actually completed that high intensity skiing. So let's really focus on reaching the peak of Mount Komorebi. Okay, so it's about that time for our excursion, but before we go, I am actually going to cook and I'm going to pack it into a sack lunch because I think it said that we might need some food. So we're just going to take a tortilla wrapped veggie dog and we're going to put it into our inventory just in case we get hungry on our excursion. We're going to pack that into a sack lunch and we're going to put that into our inventory and make sure that it gets there. And we're going to check that our gear is here and we're going to start our excursion. So let's plan a social event. And we'll go to, I think it's something about climbing. I can't remember. It says, do you have what it takes to lead an expedition to the peak of Mount Komorebi? Hone those climbing skills, pack some equipment and food, and check mountain conditions. Not everyone makes it to the top. For those that are well prepared and do reach the summit will be rewarded with breathtaking views and bragging rights. So we're just going to go ahead and move forward. And I'm going to make myself the excursion leader. And I'm going to invite another sim. And I think I'm going to invite Megumi because I believe that she is a climber. We're going to invite Ava and Kato as well. And we're going to start off at the bathhouse. Okay, if we've got our three other Sims available for the excursion, and to get started, we have to gather the excursion members near the trail map marker at the top of the climbing route. So let's go ahead and get started. And let's go ahead and gather them near the trail map marker. And I think that is here at the top. And I think we have to climb actually to get there. So we're going to do one time and we're going to climb normally. So we're just going to let our sim get to the wall and hopefully everybody makes it there. This is like Hunger Games or something. So our sim, I think she's just waiting on them to go ahead and finish before she can actually go on. So Ava's at the top. We've got both of our other sims made it too. Nice. And I made it, most importantly. Okay, so we've gathered them here and we're going to consult the trail marker. So we're going to check the excursion members' climbing readiness. Okay. And I'm not sure how you can make them gather. Oh, okay. So gather excursion members near the trail map marker at the top of the climbing route. We're going to go here together. Made it there, and I'm not sure where we go next, but we're going to keep going. So we're going to move on. It says Naomi has been feeling cheerful lately. Things are going well. Should she embrace the change? And we're going to say yes. And we're on the road to fame. It says spirits are high as the group completes their first climb and reaches the next location in their ascent up Mount Komorebi. And everybody has earned a t-shirt. Okay, so obviously they're still going, and I think they're heading up to the rock wall, and I think that's where they're going next. So we're gonna have our Sims rest for at least an hour. And I think they have to cross this bridge in order to climb up any further. So we're going to nap. We're gonna nap for an hour. And so we can have her be done with that. And let's go over, and I love this little bridge too. Let's have her go over to this wall, and we're going to climb one time, and we're going to climb courageously. Or maybe we should inspect the wall first. Maybe that's the first thing. So let's inspect our climbing wall conditions before we get started, just to make sure we're on the safe side. Obviously we are, because the other Sims have made it. So we're going to inspect them first though, just to be on the safe side. So she has a high chance of a successful climb, so that's good. So they're just waiting on her at this point. She's an excursion leader, but she's the one waiting behind everybody. Okay, so now we have to gather near this little thing here. So we're going to go here together. We're still trudging through the snow. The snow is getting a lot deeper. And so we're gonna go here together. And we're just going to consult the trail marker. Okay, so as an excursion leader, I'm just consulting with this just to make sure everybody's safe before we move on. And actually, I'm going to have my Sim unpack her sack lunch. And this is the perfect time. Look, I knew it was gonna happen. Just letting her eat, and then after that, we'll move on. They're really happy that they've made it this far. So right now, I'm not sure exactly where we are. But have Sim eat something, have Sim climb courageously, and light a bonfire. Okay, so we're gonna see if there's anything that we can do to warm up, and there is. We're just gonna light this bonfire and have us get a little warm around it. We already ate, but I think I have this little pomegranate and I think I might eat that because we just ate. I wish I would have known that was on the next one because I would have done that. Okay. Oh God, no, do not have my sim on fire. Hope everybody makes it. Uh-oh. I hope they have their climbing gear. We're going to have our sim climb courageously one time. So this, I love this. I love this pack. Let me know what you all think down in the comments. Is this something that you would play through? I think just going up Mount Komorebi and having to fulfill these little things before we can get to the top, I think that is so amazing. I love this pack, genuinely. I think this is one of my favorite packs outside of seasons and get to work. But I really love this one. This one's my favorite. Oh, look at her go. Oh, she's good at this rock climbing stuff. So it's good to always get your skill level up of rock climbing too, or else your sim won't make it. So you have to make sure that they're pretty high up on this kind of like fitness level, I guess. And you have to make sure they're really good at the rock climbing, which you can do at the lower slopes. You can practice, or you can read a book about it. And we have made it to the top of this one. And we're going to gather our excursion members near the next trail marker. So let's see where that is. I'm just looking around and I think here it is. We're going to go here together. So she's a really great excursion leader. Obviously now she's in the front. She wasn't in the beginning, but she is now. And we have our people with us, and all three of them are with us. They're still trudging along with us. That's awesome. But she burnt her arm lighting that fire, and she failed her fire dance. She has to use the bathroom. I didn't even think about that. It says the group reached the peak of Mount Komorebi after conquering the Croft Icefall with grace and style. Everyone is ecstatic. So the group can join the exclusive club of Sims who wear the mountain climbing beanie and bracelet to show off their accomplishment. Their leader has earned the expert mountaineer trait and a nice plaque to hang on the wall at home. So we are at the top of Mount Komorebi. This is very, very, very beautiful. I just really want to see what it looks like off the top of this mountain. So look at that. So now we are on the top of Mount Komorebi. Look at our Sims. They're at the very tip of this mountain. So they went through 3 different things to get here. And I think you can actually like set up shop and like have stuff going on here. And I think my Sim really has to pee. I think she might have to. Okay, she's gonna use that to use the bathroom. So Naomi has actually completed that Trailblazer and now she's on to a Peak Pioneer. So she's actually achieved a whole lot on here. But I think that is the end of this episode. You have watched my Sim essentially get a new dog, train her dog, go to work, get a promotion. You've watched her climb out Mount Komorebi with her friends. As you can see, everybody's taking pictures and stuff. And they're just hanging out. So I think this is the perfect ending of this video. If you've liked it, just go ahead and like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.